So, you made your Star World, you learned the basics of making an RPG, and you got lots of stuff over with. You should be happy, because literally, that was a lot of work for you, wasn't it? Making you design everything, a lot of stuff, and in general, just starting off your game. Well, it's not over. And what I mean by this? Well, the thing with RPG is that there's more than one world. And stay tuned, because I'm going to be showing you guys that there's more to RPG making than it seems. As you all know, because we've seen Lords of the Universe, we've seen every other RPG, Second Nature. It's pretty much the more. It's basically you grind, and it's a long game. So we're gonna start right after the intro. Hey everyone, this is BWKing16 back in our video, and today I'll be showing you guys how we're resuming our new series once again. This is basically how to make our Roblox RPG with Droplet RPG kit. And this series, it's basically like my offsale RPG kit tutorial series, where I show you guys how to work your way to get from an RPG and stuff like that, or how to work your way to making a good RPG with lots of cool stuff. But in this series, it's basically using Droplet RPG kit. You might wonder, like, why? What is that kit? Can you show me it? Well, take a look at that. Well, take a look at the playlist down below, or take a look at the cards like that. It'll be right there. I'll show them because I made a whole set video on the beginning, the basics and Star World of how we did it. So, but for those who are returning here, I'll give you guys a quick summary of what we did last time. Basically, we made the starter mobs, we made a starter world, and we made a starter boss, and we made a starter sword. And we also worked on our first world, and it's time we move on. So, what else do we have to do? We got the basics over with. Well, I also taught you how to config armors. I also taught you how to config feeds, or the mobs, turn them into bosses, and much more of all that stuff. So, it's a pretty interesting thing. It's pretty interesting. So, that's it. Let's hop right in it. But before we begin, if you guys are new to the channel or would like me to make more videos like this, then please be sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the bell sound show. If you also on this video, and who's on my post more comments in the future. And yeah, and I'm more happy to continue the series because if you guys are liking it, because most of you guys aren't, since Droplet RPG is in high demand. So what do you expect? That being said, let's hop right in. So as we can tell, the kit. So as we can tell, like I said before, we did a lot of things. So let's start off by So before we get into the actual game developing stuff, let's start by fixing this area real quick. Remember, like, what's wrong with this area? Well, you see how you can move like the grass, the walls, and it's basically when you accidentally do it, and it's like you accidentally you accidentally moved everything. What is the deal? Why like everything's moved when I can't move it? I can move everything, and it's like You're basically saying that you might screw up your game in a way because you're gonna have trees that look like this if you move them by accident. Well, fear not, because there's a tool for that. So do this real quick. While I do this real quick, in the edit section, please look out. You'll see something in the edit section, and at the home, you'll see something that's called edit. You'll see something that's called lock. Get this drop down menu. You'll see something that's called lock tool. Select that, and you'll see this lock tool. Basically click anything basically click anything in the folder, because basically what it does is it'll lock everything. And you tell nothing but the mobs can be moved, as well as the spawn, or as well as the portals, armor, and the thing can be moved. I just think that's part of the, it's part of the kit. It's part of the map that we locked at. So basically, what it does is it's gonna lock out all the realms, and basically everything that's in the realm folder will be locked. So yeah, but if you guys ever want to unlock it, feel free to just do this. Just click the lock button and open it, and click on the areas, and then bam, you pretty much can remove it. But since we are done this world, we don't pretty much want to do this. So that said, it looks like we're good to go. Let's hop right in it. So we're gonna start off by in today's video I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make a second world, boss, portal room, and also maybe and some spawn mobs. To show you guys that spawn mobs do work, it's just that you're going to find them. So let's go for it, shall we? So what I would do, in my opinion, was do this. So I think we're probably gonna start off with the spawn mob, since most people are quite excited to see spawn mob. Or should we do that? Let's do the portal room first, actually. Yeah, the portal room. So how portals work instead is, or how portal rooms and level doors. Yes, that's right, level doors. I forgot about level doors. We will do level doors, but they're basically the same thing. 1 second. Yeah, they're just basically the same thing, except they're doors, so, and not portals. So, yeah. And what makes this, so let's just go for it. So, as you can tell, we have the portal room here. I'm not going to move the base plate in the store. That's how I would do it, honestly. Anyways, this is how, as you can tell, we got a portal room right here. So, this is portal. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to make the portal. So, the portal room can be up. So, you can choose where heck you want for your portal, honestly. It's your choice, honestly. In my opinion, I'm just going to make a basic, oops. I'm just going to make a basic, what's that thing we call it? I'm not sure, but basically I'm just going to make a basic, like, area, or a basic, hall that, you know, you'll usually find those in any RPG game you expect. I'm just going to make it kind of like, this big, I guess. Yeah, that. Then we're going to go ahead. Also, let's go, I'm going to unlock this real quick so I can actually, duplicate these two, because honestly these two things really would help out a lot. That's for sure. Alright, so I'm probably going to move these over here, and instead we can actually get better pizzazz and whatnot. So yeah, let's just go ahead. So I'm going to make this into like some type of cobblestone or whatever. So, oh crap. So I'm going to make this into like a cobblestone, sorry about that. Right here. I'm going to change this into like this cobblestone. Yeah, to go duplicate this. And duplicate this. Alright, and there you go. You got yourself a portal room. Or a basic portal room to be exact, so I'm probably just going to have this, like, move this up in here, I guess. And same thing goes for here too, I guess. Actually, maybe not. Alright, I'm just also going to do this as well. And there you go. You got yourself a basic portal room. So, basically, I was thinking of just having like 5 rolls for a start, maybe. And then we'll go ahead and I'll show you. So, I'll make the other. So, I'm going to start with 5 worlds. Or we're going to start with 1, so let's start the portal room itself. So, before we get into it, let me just anchor this real quick. There we go. So, you'll notice a couple things, first of all. You'll notice that all this, you notice that as we make more worlds, you'll see that everything's going to be out of balance. Basically, like we have only 1 folder. How do we have more? Basically, just click this button right here and click folder, and bam, that's pretty much it. I think we're going to make a cave for this. Honestly, I think we should probably make. I would recommend I would do a cave too, honestly. So let's just go for round 2, and bam, we got a let's just call it a cave. Okay, we got a cave now. Though this is not gonna be a cave, keep that in mind. This is just gonna be a portal room. So yeah. Alright, so and what I do is I'll just make a portal room folder, honestly. That's how I do it. That's how I do it, so I'll just make a portal room folder. Select this and actually just select everything and make sure they're all in basically just select everything in here and make sure they're all in portal room. Okay, there you go. You have yourself portal room. So yeah, that's pretty much how we're gonna do the portal room. This is a basic game. This is just a basic tutorial. So this is a basic game. So keep that in mind. So it's just an example. So, but basically, let's just start off with this portal right here, and I guess we'll just have a we're gonna have a let's get like a blackish thing and a grayish thing, and you can change the material to however you want. Honestly, if you guys don't know the basics of materials, then take a look at the basics of Roblox Studio. Because honestly, if you're new to, because you should have a general feeling, in my opinion, I think you should just have like a general a general idea of making portals. Okay, but honestly, I'm getting into it myself. I'm making portals. I forgot to tell you how to configure portals, even though I'm telling you to duplicate portals. But basically, let's just show you. So yeah, I should probably not do that. Anyways, just show you what I got. So basically, you'll notice that we got a portal right here. And what I'll do is open this up, and you'll notice something here called teleport config and teleport scripts. You know, same things we have in the Eversign RPG kit. But if you open it, you'll notice that there are lots of things here. For one, you'll see we got different things. We got TP text color and TP background color. We also got this tool required because it's just how it is. Tool required basically makes us that basically you need a tool in order for you to get into the game. And for you to get, so basically like you have a certain amount of levels, but you need a tool like a weapon or whatever. This is what you can do to select that pretty much. So yeah. So anyways, let's make a destination. Honestly, so basically the background color would basically make us that it's basically what it says. Basically, it's the color that'll show up and it's basically the color of the background and how it works and like yeah, and it's like a fade in type thing. So yeah, we also got TP text color. This is basically what we got. This is basically how we. This is basically the level. This is basically the color of the text that you'll see in the GUI too. TP position, level required. You know those things. Basically, level required. That shows how much. That's the required level you need in order to get into the portal. You need to be in the access portal. Teleport position. That's basically how you. That's basically That's pretty much the position that I'll teleport you to when you have enough levels and you perform that action. So yeah, let's go. Anyways, we got teleport position, required level. So I'm gonna start off with the required level. So I think since the port room's kind of new, we're gonna change level 10. Teleport position. So here's how I'll do the teleport position. What I'll do is add a part. As you can tell here. Then I'll move it a bit, like there's 5 studs up, and then you should be good to go. Then basically just move it up, then move it to the place you want to put it. Copy the position right here, and then paste it into the portal room or the teleporter. So and great, now it should work, but we got to test it first of all, so yeah. We're gonna do the same. We're also gonna so let's test it out and see what we got now. So what would I do is just what I recommended was just play the game real quick because let's hope that I think I forgot to anchor a thing. I think I forgot to anchor something. Sent tells me that. Instincts hashtag forgot to do something. Okay, not generally. Let's just make sure I think I forgot. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, interesting. Anyways, if we need 3 levels to get into place, so I'm gonna go ahead and kill some of the mobs so I can show you how it's done. Alright, here we are, gonna kill this guy until we reach this is actually quite a lot of levels, so yeah, that's just great. Yeah, I'm probably I'm just gonna go ahead and give myself a level instead. Give me a second. Here we are. Sorry guys, sing well. Alright. Alright, there we go. Alright. Anyways, we're now level 10, so let's go ahead, go into portal room, and we should have access to it. So what I'll do is open this up, and you'll see that's the text color and the background color. And here we are, we got everything working. So as you can tell, it looks good. So yeah. And also here's what the door looks like too. Basically it like fades in, fades out pretty much. It's pretty interesting, so yeah. Bronze armor, I showed you guys how to do it earlier. I showed you how to set that up earlier. So yeah, works like a charm. Alright, now then, I think next thing we're going to do is wait for this thing to load. I should get some start, yeah. Basically, what we're going to do now is, so, here's the portal room. Alright, so as you can tell, portal room looks fine. The portal room temple looks fine, that's good. However, though, there's one problem. This is a portal room call. This is a portal room teleport, but it's not. But we got made. But we don't want it that way. How we do it? So, what? So, basically, I'm gonna make another area real quick, and then we will move into the cave. Then I'm I'm probably moving to the cave. Alright, there we go. Right here. Alright, there we go. Actually, I'm probably going to move it a bit bigger. Alright, there we go. I'm going to change this color to like that cobblestone, change it to slate. It's whatever you guys want to do, but honestly, since like this is just a tutorial, so keep that in mind. So, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead get these things right here. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna get these things right here. Duplicate those, move them over here. Then we'll start duplicating them. Yeah, it's pretty simple enough. It's pretty much how I showed you how to do it last time. Okay, it's pretty much just repeating the same process. You know, making areas. Though keep in mind, you could be a bit more unique too. If you guys want to be unique, feel free to go for it. Like, yeah, if you guys would like help, feel free to DM me. I'll be more happy to help you guys. But for now, I'm just gonna be working on this right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this. Like this. I'm going to duplicate this. There we go. Duplicate this. There we go. Once more. Alright, now we should be good to go. We're going to duplicate this once more. And there we go. We got ourselves a cave. Well, not really a cave, since we got a... I'm probably going to have the walls do the same things. That, you know, it's not really that bad. And there we go. We got the cave. Well, we're not done with yet. We'll just duplicate this real quick. Alright, now then. It looks like a cave now, as you can tell. Only problem is, it's kind of big. It's really big. Yeah, it's kind of... Let me show you what it looks like real quick. It's kind of it's pretty small, not gonna lie, or it's pretty dark, not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm probably okay. So what I'll do is search up some torches, honestly, or make up torches your own. Is that what you do? But I'll link the link to torches down below in case you want to take a look at them. But basically, I usually use this torch. Usually, it's a pretty good free model. Most people use it. Despite people saying, "Oh, make your own torches or whatever." Honestly, it doesn't really matter anymore. Okay, people, it doesn't really matter. That's all I can say. It doesn't really matter about what you do. Okay, stop. Don't judge. Okay, just to be honest, just stop being critical. Honestly, just stop being really critical. Honestly, no one really cares. Okay. I guess some people say like using free models is lazy. Okay, I get that, but some people don't know how to make their own models like this. Okay. You gotta keep that in mind. Says like that's pretty much. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna duplicate. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh my god, I'm gonna duplicate these all. I'm gonna get these wall torches. Alrighty. So as you can tell, it looks like Alright, so it looks like this. Okay, so it looks like mine is a little bit too dark. You know, torches are big. What I recommend, usually I recommend is change the brightness a bit or change the ambient a bit. I'm not sure, but usually there is some way you can change up the ambient, like this, for example, if I'm correct. Usually this would work. Maybe this would work. Yeah. Honestly, it depends on what you want. One thing I would recommend is change some of this. I'm not sure if future works. Honestly, future kind of does work, but then again, we wouldn't. I'm not sure, honestly. I'm trying to figure out something. Yeah, I'll recommend doing that. This might work. This might actually make it a little bit better, honestly. I changed the brightness a bit, so yeah. All right. I'm gonna move all this stuff over here. Let's see what we get now. Alright, as you can tell, it looks like we are. Alright, so I'm still making the map still, so you guys, so feel free to make your own. I'm just gonna be making my own map. Just see what we can do, and yeah, here we are. Alright, now I'm pretty much going to get this. This over here. Alright, and there we go. We got some torches now. And they work. Alright. So, yeah. And I'll also make, and now what we pretty much have to do is move this into the cave, and bam, you got yourself a, or maybe it might not. Ah, here we are. Alright, as you can tell, it looks like it's working now. So yeah, we got ourselves a cave. Pretty good cave if I do so myself for a start. So, let's make some more. So now it's time we make a mob. Now for this example of a game, now we got an area, let's go ahead and do the usual we usually do. Which is basically just make a part real quick, which we already have part, which can then delete, because usually I delete them. What I'll do is add this over here pretty much. As you can tell, we've already got a place, so let's go ahead and copy this position right here. Go into the pool room. The pool room teleport, let's call it a cave. We're going to call it cave, we're going to set the level to 10. What's that, guys? We're going to set the level to 10, set the position, paste the position from the part, get the TP position. What I recommend is change whatever color you want. You go get this menu called UID color, it's like the color. I recommend change whatever you want. I'm going for gray type of tint, honestly. Color I usually change, but you don't have to. The TP text color, you guys could change, but you guys could change it, but you guys don't have to. It's not really required, but if you guys want to, feel free to. Alright, and we should have a cave. So, there we go. Cave is complete. Not yet, though. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and change this color to, like, what would be a good color? Maybe perhaps... Yeah, that's what work. Yeah, that's what work. That's actually a pretty good cave color. And now, what I recommend is change the name to cave. Bam. And then change the TP text card to whatever you want. This text card to whatever you want. What I'm doing is I'm going to Billboard Draw and selecting name, and you'll see something, and that's pretty much how it changes. But yeah, here it is, the cave. It's good to go. So yeah, and what I recommend changing is change the room, the TP to cave, and bam, you got the pool room cave, or the cave teleporter, and yeah. So I think what I might do now, just for the fun of it, is show you guys how to make boss rooms. Now you might be familiar with you might be familiar with we got like kind of like those bosses, like what's it like? You know how we all have like boss rooms, basically, like, you know, like lore, like when you're fighting Anubis and Lords of the Multiverse, and like you have a boss room and he is in his own separate boss area room. That's what I'm going to make, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. So what I'll do is duplicate this, pretty much. The way you do is make it smaller, so that I don't, because, you know, it's a bit of a small place. So yeah, we're also going to duplicate these two things right here. And then onto here as well. Okay, we're going to duplicate this a couple of times. Okay, rotate it. Move it down a bit. Duplicate that, rotate it. Alrighty. Next, I'll duplicate this again. Then over here. Alright, and that should work for you all. And there you are. Though, what I'll do now is duplicate this. Add this over here. Duplicate these two things right here. Duplicate those. Then just move them over here. I'm probably gonna. What is that other one? Here it is. I'm probably just gonna delete this one, and then just go from there, pretty much. So yeah. All right. I'm just gonna duplicate this. Duplicate this. Now I'm basically just gonna move the torches pretty much. It's just if you're wanting to make a cave for your first world, but case wise, if games go out from there designing, then feel free to do whatever you want. But honestly, this is just a tutorial, so for those who just want to make a cave, then you guys can follow my how I'm doing it. But you can pretty much do anything you want. So this is the basics. So there we are. Now then, let's go ahead and duplicate this portal real quick. And what we got? Alright, now then I'm gonna go ahead, add a portal here. Make sure it's the right place. Alright, and then you should see something. So then we're gonna call this let's see, what should we call it? Let's call it like a rock giant. Then what I'm gonna do is change this to rock giant. Name it into we got. Let's change it into like level 50 or maybe. Yeah, let's do 21. Why not? Let's actually do 20. Why not? So there's 20. All right, so that we're gonna teleport. We're gonna have the teleport position over. So now we're gonna move the teleporter place over here and put it. Over here. Paste. Copy this. Paste this into here. And there you go. You should have your. Let me make sure it's the right place. Okay. So there you go. That's your Now we got a place to start with. Let's go ahead and work on the mobs now. So mobs are pretty much basic as usual. So what I recommend is not making them that hard. For the second world, I was not making them that hard. So what I'm gonna do is make a what should we do? I guess rock. As we'll call this rock. Because we'll call it a golem. So here we go. Also, sorry guys in here. My dog, yeah, he's really annoying sometimes. But yeah, there we go. Right. So let's make this a smooth gray. Make this into this. Change all this into slate. All right, and there you go. You have your mob. So this is just how I make golems too. So let's go ahead. Now this is where the level required comes in basically, because what if you have a hacker and they hack their way into this place right here? Well, here's what I recommend. Basically, change this to the level that basically for the mob, for the level required. Change it to the basically if the area has that area specifically for level 10 people. Specifically level 10 up, basically what I recommend is go to mod config and change it to level required to kill level 10. So that way they don't get the sword and XP and stuff like that, and yeah. That's how, and honestly, it's quite a good idea, so there you go. So I'm probably going to change this to like, I'm sure, 50 maybe. Change this to like 25 or 15. Maybe we can change this into 30 maybe. Then we can change this into not 10, but maybe 20 as well. Alright, there we go. We got a golem now. Follow distance. We're gonna change it. We're gonna name this as regular. And there we go. We got the golem now. Now then, there we go. Level required, and there you are. Alright, so I thought I was gonna do something quick. And just so that we can alright, just so we can name that real quick. There we go. Let's duplicate this and move them. Let me make sure actually. Let me first off make sure that we got it, that they are already working. So I just wanted to make sure I said everything right, because sometimes I usually set some things wrong. Keep that in mind. Alright, so we're going to duplicate this. And we're going to start this. So let's duplicate this, move over here, duplicate that, move over here, and there you go. You got yourself some golems. And that should work, hopefully. Now then, you got your golems now. That's good. Now, what should we do now? Okay, so now we're going to make the boss. So what if you guys want a boss that's pretty damn big, like, not sure, big, like, very big. Well, basically, here's the thing I usually do. What I would do is change one. So basically, you see, I have the skill option enabled. So basically, scale this guy up until you're satisfied with its height, and there it is. I'm satisfied with that guy's height, I guess you could say. I'm just gonna change this into like a, not sure, maybe perhaps a moonstone gray task color. Yeah, that works. We're just gonna call this guy a super massive golem, or super massive golem. You guys might know what I'm trying to reference now. The super massive rock giant from the RPG. So there's super massive golem. This is a test, so it's just how we're doing it. All right, so now what you guys learned now. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the golem here quick. So yeah. Also, some guys have been asking me, how do I have different animations? How do I have different animations? This is a side note. So but basically, for those who want multiple animations, basically you just copy this link, paste it here, and then bam, you got two, and that's pretty much, and make. So basically, what I'll do is, like just copy this, honestly. So just copy this, and then copy the animation ID, like say you want a I'm gonna get a sword real quick, but it will be a good sword, honestly. Not sure. So maybe something along the lines of I can use this for example, but you guys can do whatever you want. So you want a slash. So you want like this slash animation. Basically just copy the slash animation ID, paste this in it, or go into here, and then paste this. That's pretty much how I do it, but you guys can do it. So you guys can pretty much do it however you want it, but basically it has to be Roblox set ID, then this number thing, pretty much. Like this is pretty much how I'll do it. So yeah, but that's for the every time you're doing this, I would just recommend adding commas for everything you do because if you do another one, you'll notice this, or you'll notice something. You'll notice this pretty much if this happens. Basically, this thing's line, and you'll notice something. Like you may notice something like, why is this red line? You have to add a comma here. So that's just, it's like a table pretty much, and that's pretty much how it does. So yeah, and just that's all I'll do. So there you go. There's that time pretty much how you make a that's pretty much how you make how to make different custom animations, basically, or that's pretty much how you make multiple animations for a mob. So that's pretty good. All right, so back to the supermassive golem thing. As you can tell, though, you notice something up. You'll notice that was named. So that's how I recommend. So now that let's work on the boss itself. So let's start off with the boss. First of all, let's actually change the name of this real quick. Sorry guys, I'm going everywhere. That's just I'm just a little bit trying to do some stuff real quick too. So there we go. So we got the rock giant. We just paste in here. He's level 20. So instead of level 20, I'll just recommend changing level required to as 20, and there you go. So that it's like I said before, some people are quite lazy and they like to hack the game and exploit the game and stuff like that. So there you go. Anyways, for the mob, I'm probably just gonna go along the lines of let's go with not 100, maybe it's 100, yeah, 100. Then for gold, I'll probably do like 30. Then for like this, I'll probably go like 55. Then for the damage, I'm probably gonna do 35. There you go. You got yourself a. Also, don't forget that the boss name as well. And then there you go. You got yourself an area. So I'm gonna go and play the game real quick, and I'll show you guys. And we're gonna test it out and see if it works. So yeah, first I'm gonna save this real quick, so that, just in case if Roblox crashes, we can always save it. So there we go. All right, so I was gonna play, and here we are. Now I'm just gonna switch my level to level. I'm just gonna switch my level. So let me go into the later section. We're gonna switch my level. This is not how you switch my level, but since I don't have HDM, I don't have anywhere else access. I have anything else that I can do to switch my level. So there you go. So there's the boss. There we go. Portal room. Here we go. Let's see if the cave works. Yep, the cave works. So if we we'll get teleported here. There we go. Look at that. Alright, so we got golems. So let's take a look at this golem, for example. There we go. Alright, so as you can tell, we should have XP. There we go. Yep. And honestly, you notice that the bar doesn't go up as much. That's because you're gonna have, like I said, we're gonna have to experiment with it and like go and like you're gonna have to experiment with it and like experiment with it and basically just fight. Just experiment. All I can say is just experiment with it and just when you find something, when you find the right XP that you're fine with and it's not that too grindy nor is it too easy, then you're pretty much good to go. Anyways, we're going to teleport the rock giant and you'll see that we have the parts still here. Don't mind that. That's gonna be later. And there's a rock giant. And he's big, like anything else you expect. There he is, so we're pretty much gonna kill him real quick. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. And you'll notice something. And now you'll notice something when you're done. When you kill this guy, bam, he's dead. But you'll notice something a bit different. He doesn't teleport you back to the place that most other places do. That I'll tell you how to fix. Basically, what you have to do is, basically what you had to do is, you guys might think it's quite hard, but it's actually pretty simple. Basically what you have to do is, go back to the portal room place. Click the portal click the area portal that'll teleport you to. Copy this. Then you'll see. Then let's go back into the Suma's Golem or the boss. Then you have down below. You'll see something called teleport to on kill. Basically, it does want to teleport you after kill. Switch it to true. Then to the teleport location be I'm not sure. Somewhere it could be this. Yeah, we'll make it like that. And bam. Or for those who just want to be, or for those who just want to be more, for those who want to be mean spirited, you can also have it. You can also copy a TP spawn position and make it so that they are teleport spawn instead of the cave. So yeah, that's how I'll do it. All right. So now that we got that, let's go ahead. All right. Also one more thing. There's a couple of things we had to do before, so that's pretty much. So we got the portal room, we got the second world done. Yeah. Now then, let's do the sword work. Let's do the mob weapons and stuff like that. Let's do the mob armors. Okay, so let's do the mob armors real quick and duplicate this. Duplicate the bronze armor. Okay, let's just do the new improved armor. So what I recommend is duplicating the armor, putting it anywhere here. I'll call it rock. Change this into. Go in here, change the level required to anything you want. Since let's change it to like 15, and then just do like something along the lines of what we got. Maybe perhaps 200. Maybe 200 probably work. Walk speed, you can change to where I hit 1. Maybe you guys want to change it to 2. That's what I usually do. That's up to you. Jump power I don't usually use because well, it's low. That's kind of overpowered. So yeah. To me, in my eyes, I think. So yeah, now I'm going to show you how I usually change them. So let's just go ahead and change all this. So basically, it's as easy as recalling anything else. Basically, change the brick color, change to where you want, change this to slate, or you want a material slate. That's what type of material you want. Then let's get like I'm sure a hurricane gray. Change this to slate as well, and bam, you guys have rock armor. Like I say, for you guys on the follow my tutorial exactly, it's up to you to decide what you want on your game. This is for a tutorial, so keep that in mind. Like I said earlier, so yeah. All right, so it looks like we got the starter. We got our next thing. So next up, so what if you guys want? I'm sure a boss sword and stuff like that. Basically, what I recommend is duplicating this. What you guys want? So I'll show you. So now what we need is I'll show you guys how to make a I'll show you guys how to do this. Like, it's basically, I already showed you guys how to make. Earlier, I showed you how to make a, earlier I did tell you how, I did show you how to make your own swords, but I might go into more detail on how you can make custom swords like I do in my games, and how Droplet does in his, and many others and stuff like that. So I can totally show you how to do that later, but just not right now, since this is just advanced. That's more advanced, so yeah. Alright, now I'm going to show you the bronze. So now we got bronze sword. Basically, let's change the damage however I want. I would just go, I'm probably going to do like, sure, 40 to 75. There we go, 47.5. There we go, just like that. I'll be a little overpowered, but hey, what do you expect? Alright, got 40, there we go. Now then, with that said, I'm also unusual. I do for bosses that since they're for bosses that have their own boss room, I'll just go to mob config and change their level or change their response time to 10, just make it be a bit more weight, patient, or whatever. So that's what I recommend. So there we go. Now then, that out of the way, I think we should be good to go on the sword. Now I'm just gonna change this into rock hard sword, because, you know, I kind of want to be cool with that. Rock hard sword, kind of, you know, rock hard abs, but not up, but instead it's a sword. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah. Alright, so there's that. Okay, so as usual, we change this to true, rock hard sword, and there we go. That's how we're going to try to get a sword. How you get your sword. And now next up, we've got going to BWK storage, put in the game items. And now there should be a couple more things we should have to do before we get going. And it looks like it should work now, so I'm just going to go ahead and play the game real quick so that I can make sure everything works. And yeah, okay. Now it looks like we got everything work. Now we guys have one thing. If this works, and I'll show you how. Now I'll show you the last thing we're going to do is how to make spawn mobs. Most people have been questioning me about how to make spawn mobs and how to actually do this. Because spawn mobs are actually kind of, because most people have always wondered, because this is one of the reasons why, this is actually one of the biggest reasons why Droplet RPG is so loved, because it has like these spawn mobs. And I'll show you how to do that, okay, so, right now. So, but let's just kill the boss first, see if it works. So, I'm going to make one example, so, I'm going to make two for this episode, or for this tutorial. One showing the basic Goblin Lord, and then I'm just gonna show you how to make one, and then you guys can go from there. So yeah, okay. So Superman's going. We're gonna kill this guy, kill this guy, kill this guy. Okay, kill this guy more. And we should have the sword, and bam, it teleports back, and we got the sword. All right, and if we're correct, it should be a bit more damage. For example, it should kill this guy instantly, 57 damage. All right, now then. Let's also make sure that the armor works. Yeah, we know this armor works, but we need to make sure the armor works as well. Alright, so there we go, the cave, and then we should be, let's just kill the rock, get the rock, and we got rock armor. There we go, look at that. How do you like me now? I bet you guys do, because, yeah, it's pretty cool, guys. Alright, so now then, I think we're ready to go move on to our last but not least type of thing for this tutorial. This is going to be showing you guys how to make spawn mobs. And most guys want to know how to get this over eventually. So, I'm going to show you guys how I do spawn mobs. So, let's go straight in it. So, basically, what I recommend doing is, so in order for this, you guys notice a spawn mobs floor. So, go to server storage, spawn mobs. You guys notice something called a Goblin Lord. Bring that up, and you'll see, and this is basically Goblin Lord, the spawn mob base. You'll notice when you open the folder, you'll see two things that are new here. Basically, there's a destroy script and a despawn script. You may wonder, like, what does it do? Well, this basically will, what this will do, so basically the despawn script makes it so that it will, so that it'll despawn eventually. Basically what it'll make it do is that it'll have it, basically, instead of being like, it'll basically remove it in a certain amount of time. And you can change that with this and this with this number. Like this will just spawn in 2 minutes, but if I make it like 60 seconds, which is basically a minute, it'll just spawn in 1 minute. So yeah. Now I'm gonna be using this, and we'll be making this to make two bosses basically. So let's start off with starting off by starting off with a goblin with a So I'll start by making a, what should we start off? I was thinking of making a bandit lord or a thief lord. Or a thief king, yeah, thief king, why not? Thief. King. Okay, there you go. There's still a thief king. Did I still thief? Yeah, there's still thief. Okay, guys, you saw a thief king. Now, what I'll do is change this into, so now we got the mob sword. I'm probably gonna use this as usual. As usual, but basically, it acts like a usual mob, basically. Just you have the mob damage, walk speed, health, and all that stuff. So, there's that. Now I'm just gonna. I'm probably just gonna change the name to this to Thief King. And we're gonna change it to a thief because thieves are not green. I can tell you that right away. So yeah. All right, there we go. And I'm gonna start by doing this real quick. Alright, so let's go and make this into like a goldish color. Then get this into like, and there you go. You got yourself a Thief King. Alright, so this is basically the basic of making this. So, now you may think, wow, that was easy. Well, although you guys might think that, it's not the case. So, now then, we made the base of it. So, what do we do now? Basically, what I'll do is, so you'll see something down here. So you'll see three other things. So you got need three other things for once. So basically, what you need is you'll see something in replicate storage called spawn mob events. You'll see something in search for service called spawn mob scripts, and in storage UI you'll see something called mob spawn. All these are needed, and I'll show you how to do it step by step. So basically, what you have to do let's start with replicate storage. Basically, what this common thing is that this is basically events. So basically, it fires every time a mob spawn. It'll give you a message saying, "Oh, Thief King spawns, 0.1% chance, whatever." So, yeah. And then we got spawn mob events. This is basically used to This is basically used to make the mob a bit more. This is used for that stuff the mob is spawned. So every time the mob spawn, basically. So basically, this basically spawns the mob pretty much. So yeah, let's start off. So this clones in and it gives it the position. So let's start it off, shall we? So basically, we got spawned. Keep this at C1 if you guys if this is your first. If you're gonna use this is gonna be your first boss. Change this to that's your first of all. I'm gonna put this back in search source. That's why. Delete this and call the thing you got. And you should see something that called Thief King or whatever you named it. And then you click dot, and you see then like names, then start naming something, and click like Thief King. So yeah, that's how to do it. Spawn mobs, Thief King. There you go. Now, but if it's basically if it has any spaces, this is what I recommend you do. But in case it doesn't have any spaces, then this is what I recommend you do. Thief King. That's pretty much how it works. But since there's space in it, this is how it's gonna go. So there you go. It'll clone this place. It'll also change this. It'll also give us. And there you go. Okay. So sorry about that. I'm trying to figure out. So there you go. Here is the mob clone. Basically, it'll basically teleport to this position. How it's then. So basically 0, 3. That's basically in the center world, and Prince fall to the void. Which, let's be real here, no one wants a boss. There's no point in basically doing that. So what you want to do is get the origin position, copy this, go into C1 spawn, paste it, and then paste it into here. And there you go. It works. I don't know what's going to do like that. Okay. And there you go. It should work now. Alright. Now then, and now the task now, you guys know something about now. This is pretty much how you guys want a base. That's pretty much how you do it. But so, and now you guys know something called wild task weight chance to go to injury, blah blah blah. Basically, what this is that so basically it'll take like 1 every 4. So basically, there's basically 1 in 1,000 chance of it spawning every second, basically. So the odds of it. So basically, the odds of it spawning decrease a bit So basically, choose a random number. It'll wait. Basically count down at that random number until it spawns. And it'll keep on doing that and keep on doing that. And yeah, basically that's pretty much how that works. Now then, I think that's pretty much not it. We're not done just yet. So that's that. Now next up is the what's next? All right. So Now, alright, okay, so now you guys, now we got to start UI. This is how people are gonna see how that is spawned. Basically, like, should we have a thief? Oh god. Thief King has spawned. This is the color here. This is based the color of what the text will say. I would recommend changing it to what color it's based upon. Like, for example, the Thief King is based on yellow, so I'll just go with yellow. This, which is looks really good. And there you go. It works like that. Now then, this should now. I'm just gonna go and change it to every 10 seconds so I can make sure it works. All right. So if I run it, we should know we should have a problem with it. But if it, by the way, it might glitch out so like that. So yeah, I'm gonna change it to 10 seconds so it'll spawn a bit faster. And you guys should see that it might spawn. There we go. It spawned. Oh, it's not named Goblin Lord, however. Okay, I'll fix that too. Yeah, I just realized I need to fix that. Okay, but basically, you guys get the point now. There you go. Thief King is fixed. And let's make sure that the health force. Yep, it does. All right, now then, that's pretty much the Thief King and that's pretty much that. Now, what if you guys want to make another mob? What if you want to make another mob? So, that's another thing that most people are kind of questioning. What if I want to make another mob that also spawns, but in a different area, but with the stuff? That can be fixed, that can be arranged as well. Basically, what you want to do is then duplicate the Thief King, or mod you want. Put this guy, let's put this guy, I'm sure, somewhere in the portal room, call it a portal, I'm not sure. Let's put this guy in right here, I guess, and call it, and just make him a bit bigger, I guess. Just make him a bit bigger. There we go. We're gonna call him, we're gonna call him, we're just gonna call him a giant golem. So we've got giant golem. Let's change this. So we're gonna call this Incase. So basically, you guys want to try and do? Okay, I'm just trying to work on this. So 157. I'm probably gonna change it to 301. For goal, I'm probably gonna change this to let's see, maybe perhaps 90. 90 maybe. Health, I'm probably gonna change. I might change it to 9. Walk speed, keep the same thing. Mob damage 93. And there you have it. We got yourself a giant golem. Now then, you guys should know. Now, I think everything should work now. Now that we got the giant golem, let's go and recolor it a bit more. Let's recolor it so that it does a little boring. And it's not clickbait people, and it's not time to feel like this is a goal, and it's not safe to me that this is. You may not. I don't even know more. Alright, so we got Slay, and there we go. We got ourselves a giant golem build work. I'll just copy this real quick, change this in here, mob name, make this into there, and there you go. You got yourself a giant golem. Now then, what if you guys wanted to, alright, now then, let's go ahead. Now, I think this should work for now. Let's see, giant golem will require, okay, change this to level 10, like we did it before. If you guys want this, or changes. I'm just going to be doing it like I usually do, and there you go. We got ourselves, and we should go to the mob now. Next up, put this into server storage, or mob spawn mobs, so I'll teleport there, copy the position ID, duplicate the, okay, so now we got that, make sure you duplicate everything. Make sure you duplicate the mob, this thing right here, call it whatever you want. If it's rare, you can call it rare 1, if it's uncommon, you can call it UC 1, I guess, but since we're common, we're going to call it common, we're going to name it to common 1, common 2 spawned, and etc, like that. Duplicate this, we're going to call this into common 2. Duplicate this, we're going to change this into common 2 spawned, and there you go. Now then, I think we're going to go ahead, everything should be working. Let's do this real quick. Change now. We're now got this. Let's go ahead. Also, one thing I gotta do this real quick. All right, let's just fix this real quick so it doesn't like lag out the game. We got Defeat King. I'm probably gonna change this into a 10 so that I can make it a bit better. So it's that. Next up, change this into the name of the mob. I chose giant golem, and we're also gonna go ahead and make sure that this is C2 spawned and not C1 spawned. And then you'll know, and then we got that. So now that we got this C2 spawned, make sure that now head over to C1 C2 spawned, or whatever you called it. Make sure I'll say local, so you'll see something that's called spawn mob events. I'll just change this to C2 spawned, then call it C2. Common, we're gonna call it rock or giant golem has spawned, and then we're gonna change this into like gray, I think. All right, so yes, and there you go, giant golem has spawned, and like I said before, it should work. All right, so now what you need to do now is copy, like we did with the other golem. We're going to give BWKing copy the origin position, paste this into C2 spawned, and paste this and delete this C frame and delete this position thing, and paste it with this, and that's pretty much how I did it. All right, now then, let me make sure everything works. Let's run it real quick. I've also forgot to show the mob. Okay, so it should work now, if I'm correct. I'll wait for it, I think. Or it might glitch out. Okay, there it is. Okay, see, there it is. So, see, it works. Now, it works, right? It looks good, I guess you say. So, yeah. Now then, what if you guys wanted, what if you guys think, what if you guys wanted a, what if you guys wanted to, now, most people are going to be like, well, what does the message look like? Well, I'll show you guys what the message looks like. Basically, when we play the game, bam, giant common 2, giant golem has a spawn, 0.1% chance. Told ya, it works. Alright, and with that, I think that's we're pretty much done with the game. We're pretty much done with the video. So yeah, I know it was a little bit of a long video, but hey, oh, I forgot, actually, no, I forgot. I'm pretty sure I forgot about the level door, give me a second, but let me just say this right away. Level door is pretty much the same thing. Acquire level, or area name, to acquire, you know, it's pretty much like a teleport, except it doesn't teleport you, instead it just gives you stuff. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said before, if you guys have any problems, be sure to let me know, DM me on Discord, and I'll be more than happy to help. But yeah, that's wraps up the second part of this episode. This wraps up the second part of this video, or tutorial series. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like some more videos like this, please be sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the bell so I show because I miss you. And I might post more content like in the future. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And with, wow, we nearly been recording for more than an hour. Who knew? Anyways, I gotta go. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And happy developing. Or something else like that. Anyways, see you guys around. Peace out.
I'm following your lead, I'm following this feeling. I'm conquering this